Hi there, my name is Sandy Esprit, and today I'm going to be creating I want to call it, I'm just going to do my makeup. I'm going to do my makeup. Don't forget to subscribe, click like, I'll wait. Just click that subscribe button.
You'll see the difference now. If we change it, you'll know how.
Hi there, my name is Sandy Esprit. I'm a content creator, digital content creator, YouTuber here, and I love to talk all things beauty, skin, makeup, hair, and I clearly like to talk a whole lot. My head is wrapped up today because honestly, I just didn't want to do my hair at this point in time. So I'm just going to be doing my makeup, and I'm going to be using underpainting as well as just stuff that I just normally wouldn't use. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you kind of just need to step away and then come back to really like certain items. I don't know what it is, but that seems to be the case here. For starters, first of all, like, my skin is glowy. I figured out a skincare routine that gives me glow but not oily, which I am really loving because for years I was afraid of the glowy, dewy look because I always associated it with acne, and being acne prone, combination skin, I've had horror stories when it comes to skincare, but my skin is actually looking pretty good lately. But for this look, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start with this primer here. This actually has been discontinued. It's a Sephora matte. It's a matte hydrating moisturizer, and I actually use this as a primer simply because, well, when your skin is working out, you can actually use primers. You can use a moisturizer as a primer. But yeah, it's discontinued. I don't know if the super matte moisturizer, if there is another replacement for it. I gotta look into it because it's a good primer. Like, as a moisturizer, I love using it as a primer. It really helps to kind of just give that matte base canvas. So it's very hydrating, very nice. Smells pretty good. I really hope really hope they bring this back because this is actually a very good moisturizing, it's a very good moisturizing primer, moisturizer, however you want to call it. And I like the fact that it goes on matte and it helps keep your stuff, like your foundation and your makeup, matte. So underpainting, typically you start with the contour or the bronzing. I'm going to be bronzing. I've been bronzing more than contouring lately. I really like bronzing, especially during the winter time. I'm going to be using the Mented bronzer. This is their powder bronzer and it's called Beach Bum. Now, don't let this color fool you. I was fooled. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really use this one much, but I find like it gives that sheer bronze. And I like the fact that it's powder because you can make it as buildable as you want. And there's no shimmer in this. This is just a matte bronze. Like, you can really see it here. And just to build all around my face. I would not contour with this though. I find it's just too light to contour with, but to provide that bronzing effect, like that with a really nice peachy, if I had a peach blush, that would be really cute. And I don't do peach blush. I'm now going to move on to concealer. And as always, I like to use my Cover Care, my Dermablend Pro Cover Care Concealer. Now, concealer is something that I use all the time. I don't think I ever not use all of the concealers I have. And the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is actually a really good concealer. And I'm just gonna add some here. I really am no longer applying tons of makeup like I used to because I don't find it as necessary. I'm not a big fan of the whole lifting effect, so I'm not gonna be doing that. However, I am going to use my LYS Cream Bronzing Stick. This is shade Encourage, and because it's dark, right? So I can use that around my nose area, right along there. Of course, it's always good to blend that out. I'm gonna use my concealer brush from the Antonia C1, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pack everything in. It's just simpler that way to just pat everything in. And I really like the coverage that it provides. I find like it's also a very good mix. I find with makeup, like my makeup game has improved so much over the years, like so much. I mean, some of the stuff I've done, I think should be a crime. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that all the way up. I'm gonna use the flat end of it and really just blend that in. And I still haven't applied foundation yet. It's just a really great way of using less product, I find. Like when you're using it straight on the skin, as opposed to the foundation, also helps you map out your skin, you know? 2 bronzers and a concealer. So next I'm gonna use Skin by Mented. This is their cream stick, foundation stick. And I'm using shade L20. Foundation is top tier. This match is top tier, and look how much you're getting in there. Like, I'm gonna warm it up on my hands because I do find that it gets a little sticky on the skin. So let's warm that up, and then I'm gonna go ahead straight to the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use a buffing brush here. This is my Sephora one. I've always used it. I'm always going to use it. It's like my favorite. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that in to my skin. And blending, of course, is a game of patience, which I am learning to have by the grace of God. And this is what the skin is giving after everything has been blended out. The coverage that the Skin by Mented foundation stick provides, like legit, is top notch. Is wow. This is me. I don't look like a whole other person. I don't look like a whole different shade. The only thing is, like, I feel sometimes it feels a little heavy on my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and move on with my eyes. And I ran out of my I did not run out. I broke my last eyebrow pencil, so now I'm using the Maybelline ExpressBrow because I had bought it as a backup. Not necessarily the biggest fan of it because it doesn't have the spoolie. I like to have my brows like standing up, you know, whenever I'm applying a brow, like whenever I'm applying brow pencil. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So it has this applicator here, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure really what that does. I think it's supposed to like mesh the color, and then this like huge crayon part here, like this is really big for a crayon part. So sometimes I do struggle applying my, like doing my eyebrows because of how big this is. I don't think necessarily I would recommend it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my brows, I guess. That's the only reason why I'm really using this. If anybody knows how to apply with this brow pencil, please let me know. Anyway, now we have brows. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on with my brows, and I'm gonna use the Beach Bum again. I'm gonna use that bronzer as kind of like as on the outer sections, like the outer and inner parts of my eye, what is it called? The eyelid bone, right there. And it's just like really easy, very fast. And when I put it here, I find like it just defines, adds a little bit of warmth. Can pretend like it's summertime all over again. And then I'm going to go ahead and use, because it's broken, I'm using the Megaglo highlighting powder on the inner eyelids to give it that pop. And I have hooded eyes, so I'm really gonna focus at the top of the hood there. Flush that out. Also, it's very easy for me to do my makeup when I only have a few items to add to my face. I'm also gonna take some of that here and I'm gonna add it at the bottom of my eye, just because I find like it really makes the eye pop when you have a bit of eyeliner, when you have a bit of the highlighter right underneath my eye. I think I should have used a smaller flat brush. I'm using this double-ended one, and I'm using the smudging part. I really like that highlighter. It's so good and it's so affordable. Wet n Wild was in their bag when they created this. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye, and I'm gonna use the Maybelline FitMe. This is the loose finishing powder in medium deep. This was my holy grail of all finishing powders when I first got it. I think I like vowed not to get anything else until I ran out. Clearly that didn't work out. And there's like so much product too. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just setting almost everywhere. Any place that would have a smile line. And I just love the way it finishes. Now it does have a bit of a neutral, like I think it's supposed to be like a neutral shade. So that's the only thing I'm not a big fan of, is like I wish the loose finishing powders had more range, because then it can look very ashy on people with warm tones. Very quick, very simple. So now I'm gonna go back with the Megaglo highlighting powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a bit of highlighter now. And I am quite liberal when it comes to the glow. I used to be like, no, it must be sheer. Now I'm like, no, bring on the glow. This is like a tapered face brush. I have no idea what the name of this is. This was part of the Sephora collections. But see how multifaceted you can use this highlighting powder. Like, you don't need to go buy a bunch of stuff to make your face glow or to make your face pop. Like, I was able to use this as an eyeshadow. I used this underneath my eye to just really bring out my eyes. Now I used it as a highlighter. Like, you can use this in so many different ways. I love this powder so much. And of course, that's the e.l.f. priming blush, or the blush primer. I don't think I will ever tire of using this one. I'm gonna put a bit on my pop flush of pink. I felt like a professional doing this. Look at me just dusting over my eyes. And I'm gonna put some, like, really just the remaining part, like right at the top here, to give like that cold girl look. It's cute, right? I think I'm done. I'm done. Wow, that was quick. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set this makeup, and I'm going to be using the Dermablend Lock and Last. I have abused this thing so much. It used to be a white bottle. I'm gonna use the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, and this is really a really good lengthening mascara. Starting at the base and working my way up. I got this as part of the Sephora birthday gift set. Hated the multi-stick, but love this mascara. And I love me a mascara that, like, I don't have to do a whole lot for lift. Now this mascara is really for lengthening. I find like it doesn't really curl up as much, but it is going to lengthen and separate those lashes. Wow. Like, no lash left behind when it comes to this guy. Like, wow. Such a huge difference. And bottom lashes always scare me, because really all I need to do is like touch them. This makeup is so, like, it's so basic. Like, it really it doesn't seem like your face is doing a lot, but it's doing a lot. There is glow, there's health, there's youth, there's the semblance of, like, wow, we're here. So for the lips, I'm going to start by lining them up with the NYX Professional Matte. That's the NYX Suede Matte. So this is in Whipped Caviar. That's the NYX Matte Suede Lip Liner. Yeah, Whipped Caviar. I mean, I could just read it, but you know. And I used to not line my lips at all. I thought it was pointless. Oh, and this time I'm gonna overline. I started overlining my lips lately. One, because it's an easy mistake. I find myself always like going overboard, and then I'm like, oh, I went over. So overline at the top, and then I bring it right back in. Okay, so I was not a lip liner person at first until I saw all of this like clean girl aesthetics come back, and it really like brought me back from like back in the day. So I was like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Then I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk lipstick. One of my favorites. It smells so good. And it's giving me a nice pout. And then I'm gonna go ahead with the Pat McGrath Lab. And this is, what color? This is called Naked Rose. right over the top to finish off. Isn't that a dream? Isn't this like a dream look? It's such an easy, simple, but like, I feel like this is, it's the romantic. It's the romantic. Now I'm like, oh, I should have done my hair. But you know what? This could even work with this, like with your head wrap, because the focus is solely on the face. I love it. I love this look. I absolutely love this look. So let me know what you think. If these are the kinds of videos that you like, let me know. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this look. I hope this was easy to recreate. I tried to use affordable products as well as like things that I really fell out of love with. And now I'm like, man, why did I ever stop using them? Just click that subscribe button and join the fam. Let me know what you think and comment down below, and we will chat soon. Ciao for now.